Welcome to Nauset News. I'm Shay Cuna.
And I'm Lydia Johnson.
And today I'll be covering the announcements for the upcoming week. Juniors and seniors, be sure to sign up for Naviance if you want to attend any college visits. Print the sign-up page and that is your pass to visit. Cap and gown measurement for seniors will take place at every lunch on November 3rd for $20. The traditional walk to the beach for the senior class photo will take place on November 3rd during extension block. Seniors, please don't forget your senior t-shirts as there will be no retakes. If you enjoy creative writing, photography, or design and layout, then the Nauset Literary and Arts magazine is for you. The first meeting will take place on Thursday, November 3rd from 3 to 4 p.m. in A107. If you're interested but can't make the day, then you can email Miss Sizer to let her know. And now for Lydia with the lineup.
Right. First, our top story about the new 3D printer will be done by Ethan Davis. The High Five Student of the Week is Emma Shackelford, who will be being interviewed by Kellen Perry. The special report about German exchange students will be done by Nigel Diamond. Things to Do is being done by Tori Shi. Noah Zedzina is doing the health tip about Halloween safety. The Talent Search of the Week is being done by Max Liska. Fashion Tip is done by Marcus Giuliani. Student Council by Jack Gower. Political Spotlight by Luthen Stewart. And Sports will be done by Brendan Caslow and Thomas Schultz. And now for our top story.
Hello there, Nauset News. I'm Ethan Davis with your top story. So a few weeks ago, our school was surprised with a new element. We received a 3D printer, something very fascinating. It's being used by Mr. Sousa's classes, the SolidWorks and the CAD classes, computer-aided design. What the printer does is it takes a 3D model designed on a computer and it sort of makes it like a reverse sandwich. It does layers and layers at a time, working bottom from top, and glues pieces of plastic or polyurethane together to create the 3D model. The class that will be mainly using the printer is the SolidWorks class. In the SolidWorks class, students are given objectives as to things that they can design on the computer. It might be a spoon, it might be a wrench, it might be a car, it might be a space rocket, things of that nature. And using materials and assets that the program offers students, they can design very realistic and detailed models of whatever they're tasked with designing. And using the new 3D printer, students can take these designs on the computer and make them a reality, which is very interesting.
I'm Brendan Caslow.
And I'm Thomas Schultz.
And today, we will be reviewing the Nauset homecoming sports scores. Starting off in football, the boys fell hard to Falmouth on homecoming weekend, losing 41-8. Despite the lopsided loss, Nauset is having its best season yet under the direction of Coach Mike Sherman. The boys have had 3 wins and look forward to more. Standouts have been running back Isaiah Honeycutt, kicker James Tooker, and Tice Sadawan, who is a receiver and corner. In field hockey, Nauset lost to Sandwich 4-1 in homecoming action Friday afternoon on October 21st. The girls have not qualified for the state tournament yet, but are hopeful as they have a few more games remaining in the regular season. These games include Sturgis East, Barnstable, and Mashpee. Good luck field hockey. In cross-country action, both boys and girls won homecoming meets 50-15 against St. John Paul II High School. In cross-country, the low score is always said first. Running well for the Nauset ladies were Tara Allard, Emily Wall, Olivia Boyce, Hannah Brunel, and Joy Trudell. For the boys, it was Brian Brooks, Jake Pearl, Jake Whitfield, Matt Daniels, and Koki Riley. The teams finished regular season both at the same record, 6-1. They now compete at the league championship meet October 29th in Sandwich. And finally, in girls soccer, Nauset beat Sandwich 3-1 in homecoming action on Thursday afternoon. Cassidy Cook, Olivia Picard, and Marielle McEnany all scored goals, while good defensive play was had by Ashley McGrath and Isabel Pellegrini. Goalie Jamie Rashanak was solid in goal, according to Coach Quigley. Up next, we have Thomas Schultz for golf, volleyball, and boys soccer.
Thank you, Brendan. This is Thomas Schultz reporting about the Nauset golf, volleyball, and boys soccer team. For For golf, Nauset places first team overall at the 58th Annual Cape Cod High School Championships in Mashpee. 15 teams competed for the coveted Willow Bend Cup. According to the coach, Brian Hicks, it's a good venue and a great challenge for all of the golfers. J.P. Dysart, Lane Bowman, and Charlie Campbell placed 2nd, 4th, and 5th, respectively, giving Nauset the overall team victory. The boys will be competing in the postseason soon, and we wish them the best of luck here at Nauset News. For volleyball, in other homecoming news, Nauset Volleyball lost to St. John Paul 3-0, unfortunately. Despite the loss, it was a well-fought game with volleys lasting minutes at a time. Isabel Hansen had several spikes, gaining crucial points for Nauset. Chloe O'Neill had many digs, also giving the team points. Although the team lost, it was a good game for the girls. And last but not least, we have boys soccer. Nauset beat Sandwich 6-0 in homecoming action Thursday night, October 20th. Senior Hayden Ucola scored a hat trick, while other goals were scored by Ethan Craven, Bull Mulholland, and Avery Santora. The boys were victorious again over the weekend as they faced Monomoy High School Saturday, October 22nd. James McCauley led the Warriors with 2 goals, followed by 1 goal apiece by Ben Mulholland, Alex Drown, and Vance Bates.
I'm Brendan Caslow.
And I'm Thomas Schultz, saying good night, good luck, be well,
And we'll see you at the game.
Hi, I'm Nigel Diamond here with your special report for today. Today I'm with the German teacher, Mr. Allen.
Hello.
Would you like to talk about the German exchange?
Sure. The German exchange program is one of the oldest in New England. It was founded in 1979 by Mr. Paul Chamberlain, who is a former chemistry teacher and department head. It's an exchange between our school, which is Nauset Regional High School, and the Gymnasium am Birteltor, which is in Düren, outside of Cologne in Germany. And right now we're accepting applications for all students over 16 to come to the German exchange in April.
Oh, that's nice. How many kids usually go on the trip each year?
Usually between 10 and 15.
That's a decent amount, especially for a trip across the sea like that.
Of course, yeah.
Could you tell us more about the travel accommodations?
Yes, so generally the students stay with a host family and have a host partner. And so when we go over there for 2 weeks, they have a German partner their age, and when the Germans come here for 2 weeks, the German partner stays with them and their families.
Well, that's nice. You can make some friends, meet new people. So that seems fun.
Yes, it is.
Does the trip change year to year as far as the destination and cities and historical sites?
Yes, so the Ausflug, the trip we take inside of the trip, changes each year. So the first year we went to Berlin. Last year we went to southern Germany and Austria. And this year we'll be going to the port cities of Hamburg and Lübeck.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes.
Because that's a lot of places too. So
There's a lot to see, Nigel.
a lot. It sounds like a lot. It's a decently sized country
Yes,
with a lot of mountains.
about the
cities.
size of Montana.
Okay, never mind. It's not that big, but it's pretty big. It's big enough.
Bigger than Massachusetts.
Oh, much bigger than Massachusetts. You can fit like 60 of them in there. But we understand that I cannot talk right now. We understand that the financial aid may be offered to those in need. Can you tell us about the cost of the trip and where students can sign up for it?
Sure. So the trip costs $1,800 right now, but there is a significant amount of scholarship aid available to high-achieving students with financial need. And students need to fill out an application and write an essay, and money will be then given out to those who need it the most and those who are high-achieving and interested in the German culture.
That's very helpful because a lot of people would really like to go but can't afford it.
Yeah, I understand it's very expensive.
Yeah, that would help a lot of people out,
Mhm.
especially. Is there anything else you would like to say about the exchange program?
I would encourage anybody who's interested in coming on the German exchange program to come see me. My office is in N203. or get in touch with me via email at allent@nausetschools.org.
All right, well, thank you, Mr. Allen, for coming in, and let's hope a lot more people sign up for the German exchange this year.
Absolutely. Thank you, Nigel.
Thank you for coming on.
Hello, my name is Marcus Giuliani, and I am here with Max Liska on Talent Search. Here we have Max with his passion for photography. This is a serious talent here at Nauset, and Max, can you tell us a little bit about when this started for you?
Well, last summer, or like 2 summers ago, I used to always run to the beach after like I got home from school or like work. And one day when I got there really early, I saw the sun. I took a picture of it, and like after that, I just went there like every day to take pictures because I really liked it. And then I started taking pictures like every day as like a hobby, and then I like fell in love with it.
That's awesome. Now, what generally do you prefer to take pictures of, people or landscapes?
Before I like to take pictures of landscapes, but I'm really starting to like taking pictures of people now.
Excellent.
But
So
I
there's
like
definitely diversity in your
Yeah.
photo taking skills. So now here we have some examples of Max's photography. We have this photo here of Connor Canesi and Kylie O'Gara. And this, can you explain a little bit about how you created this photo?
This is a long exposure. Basically, I had it held on bulb mode, which is like it captures every little bit of light. And I had yourself actually did this. I had his phone light, and he was flashing it behind the people, so that way it picked up every little glare of light. And I just held it long enough till he was finished, so that way it would capture the whole glare of light that he had.
Excellent, and this is a great picture, so very impressive. And now here we have a photo of a landscape, and can you explain a little bit about this one?
Well, I went to Lighthouse Beach in Chatham, and they had this thing called the Shack. And I got there. This is at 5:45 in the morning, exactly actually. And the way the clouds were was like it was kind of blocking the sun, but it was kind of taking out the colors of the shack. So I put it on HDR, so that way I could get 3 different shots of it at once and pull out all the colors. And then that's how I got all of the like colors into one picture.
This is a beautiful picture, and there is a lot going on, so it's definitely cool to get a close-up of it. So hopefully you guys can get a chance to see some of Max Liska's photography in the future. Now that's all. I'll give you a round of applause because that was excellent. Thank you. I'm Marcus Giuliani, and this was Talent Search.
Hi, I'm Tori Shee with this week's Things to Do. With Halloween just around the corner, there are many spooky activities to do all around the Cape. On Friday, October 28th, there is a Halloween carnival and skate at 7:40 p.m. at the Hyannis Youth and Community Center. On Saturday, October 29th, there is a dance party and music cafe with George Grisbach Band at 8 p.m. at the Cultural Center of Cape Cod in South Yarmouth. On Sunday, October 30th, at 6 p.m., there is a music with Fred Monty and a Harvest Gallery Wine Bar in Dennis. Monday, October 31st, is Halloween. Dress up in your best costumes and collect as much candy as you can. If you're not trick-or-treating this year, decorate your house and have plenty of candy to give to the kids. Tuesday, November 1st, there is a jazz recital at 6 p.m. at the Cape Conservatory in West Barnstable. Thursday, November 3rd, there is an arts fair at the Tilden Arts Center, also in West Barnstable. On Sunday, November 6th, there is an Emily Wade Adams concert at the Brewster Ladies Library at 2 p.m. Finally, November 7th, there is line dancing at the West Dennis Graded Schoolhouse at 6:30 p.m. Moving on to some new movies. If you're looking for a thriller, I would recommend The Girl on the Train. It's 112 minutes long and it will have you on the edge of your seat. Paula Hawkins' murder mystery is ably wrestled on screen, maintaining in desperate voices spread among the memories, inner monologues, and subjectives of 3 women. Emily Blunt is excellent as a broken, sad woman who watches the seemingly perfect couple from the commuter train whose boozy blackout could hide what happened after she unwittingly spies a betrayal. Rated R, be ready for a thriller. Another movie that has 3 stars is The Magnificent Seven. A team of mercenaries is hired to protect a mining town. An arousing, sometimes cheesy, action-packed Western bolstered by Denzel Washington's lead performance, with one of the most impressively choreographed extended shootout sequences in recent memory. At 133 minutes long, it's rated PG-13 and is a must-see Western action movie. A final movie that is perfect for Halloween is Ouija, Origin of Evil. Rated PG-13 and a far more goofy, spooky fun than one might expect, this prequel takes the retro approach with familiar elements of an exorcism film. An adorable little girl is possessed, a distracted mother, a skeptical older sister, and an interesting Catholic priest. The entertaining and creepy ghost story isn't so original. However, it sports plenty of stylized thrills and chills. Rated 2.5 stars, this is the perfect fall film. With many activities to do and many films to watch, everyone is sure to stay busy these next few days. I'm Tori Shee, and that was this week's Things to Do.
Hello, I'm Luther Stewart, and this is your Nauset News Political Spotlight. This is the first year that Massachusetts has allowed early voting in the presidential race. The legislation was adopted in 2014 by Massachusetts as it joins more than 30 other states in the early voting process. Governor Charlie Baker is not a fan of early voting. He says that he will be voting on Election Day. He says that there is too much that could change from now and then. Any eligible voter is able to cast their early vote by going to their local election center or by mailing in a ballot. Still relating to the election, there are 4 questions on the ballot this year. The first question is about expanding gambling. Voting yes would allow the Gaming Commission to issue a second slots parlor issue in the state. Question 2 is on charter schools. This issue is on whether or not to raise the state limit on the amount of charter schools allowed. Currently, the limit is 120, and a yes would allow 12 additional schools to be approved this year. The third question is about animal confinement. This question is about whether voters in Massachusetts should ban the sales and production of produce in which the animals are confined in ways that prevent them from laying down, standing, or moving around freely. A yes would phase out the use of these cages by 2022. The final question is on the recreational use of marijuana. A yes would allow Massachusetts to be the 5th state to legalize recreational use. Remember to go out and vote this year, whether on Election Day or by early voting. This is Luther Stewart, and this has been your Nauset Political Spotlight.
Hi, I'm Nauset News, and I'm here with this week's health safety tip. Halloween is coming up soon, and everyone is excited to go out for the night. With that being said, there are a few steps everyone can take to make sure their Halloween night is safer and more enjoyable. For starters, make sure any house you go to is well lit and clearly open to trick-or-treaters. Don't go into anybody's house unless you are familiar with them and they are okay with you coming in. Make sure you don't go out alone. And dress up for the weather. When going out trick-or-treating, always make sure to bring a flashlight so you can see what's going on around you. You may want to bring a separate flashlight from your phone to keep your phone charged in case you decide to bring your phone. Also, be careful of strangers you meet, whether they're on the streets or in a house. You may also want to check the candy you get, as some rare people have bad intentions. That being said, Halloween is a night filled with fun for everyone, so don't be too worried. Be safe and enjoy your night. I'm Nauset News, and this has been your health tip.
Hi, I'm Callum Perry here with Emma Shackelford, the High Five Student of the Week. We heard you scored 2 goals to help the girls' soccer team get into the state tournament. It's nice. How did it feel to score the goals?
It was very surprising because I play defense, and so I just kind of went up a little further than I normally do and just shot and scored, and so it was kind of surprising.
Yeah, that's nice. When do the seeds come out?
We're not sure yet. I'm pretty sure they come out after the 31st of October, but Matson will let us know.
Who were the top players on the team this year?
Probably Emily McGrath. She's one of our best offensive players. Mariel McEnany came back from an injury, and she's really helping us this year. Simone Sedawan's very key on defense as well.
What have you enjoyed about the team this year?
I think we have a lot of good team chemistry. The girls are really nice, and I don't know, it's just very fun this year.
Yeah, I used to play soccer.
Really?
Yeah, for a year. What are your personal goals for the postseason?
I hope we make it far. I think this year we have the team to do that, so.
That's incredible. Switching gears, what are your best subjects?
I would have to say probably math right now. I'm in pre-calc, so that's good.
Yeah, I like math too. What's your favorite class?
My favorite class is math.
And what are your plans for college?
I plan to go south, but I don't think I'll be playing soccer.
Well, thanks. This has been the High Five Student of the Week. This is Kellen Perry here with Emma Shackelford.
Hello everyone, my name is Marcus Giuliani and this is your weekly fashion tip from Nauset News. Today I will be telling you what spooky styles you can get for the Halloween season. First, for girls, there are 2 DIY costumes that are very popular this Halloween. First, if you have a yellow dress and a headband and a piece of green paper, you can cut the paper and attach it to the headband and then put on the yellow dress to make a pineapple look for your Halloween style. Or you can cut out a brown piece of paper, make it into a cone and attach that to your head with bobby pins and wear a white outfit with popsicle sticks painted in different colors taped to it to look like sprinkles with your head being the ice cream cone. For guys, if you want to become a pirate this Halloween, you can grab a white button-down shirt. If you don't have one, I'm sure your dad does in his closet. And you can wear that loosely with a bandana and color on either a beard, if you don't have one, or create an eye patch. And this will leave you looking just like a pirate. Now, also, with Snapchat filters sweeping the nation, you can create this kind of effect by cutting out dog ears or attaching them onto a headband and painting on a nose and whiskers to become a dog. Now, for this Halloween season, you can dress to impress or you can go classic. Have fun. That's all with Fashion Tip this week. I'm Marcus Giuliani. Thank you.